Hey, it's Brendan Wiltsey here. So it's supposed to be spring in the Adirondacks, but as you can see around me, it's feeling a little more like winter. Just wanted to post a short video in celebration of Earth Day, and I wanted to share with you 5 things you can do to help protect the Adirondack Park. So number 1, you can be a voice for wilderness. The Adirondacks were the birthplace of the American idea of wilderness. We have the largest wilderness areas in the northeastern United States. It might be easy to assume that those areas are well protected and we don't have to worry about them. But in the last few years, we've seen the Jay Mountain Wilderness open to strip mining. We've seen increased efforts to open the most remote areas of the Adirondack Park to motorized use. And we've also seen issues with overuse in the High Peaks Wilderness. So whenever possible, you can find ways to be an advocate and a voice for these wild places. You can help protect our amazing wilderness areas that we have here in the Adirondacks. Number 2, you can follow the principles of Leave No Trace. If you're not familiar with Leave No Trace or LNT, I'll leave a few links in the description down below. But the basic premise is to travel as lightly on the land as possible. And as we have more and more people visiting our wild lands, if those people are all following the principles of Leave No Trace, those wild lands can support more use, right? If we're all not leaving trash behind, burying our waste appropriately, traveling only on durable surfaces, all of these things. So check out the links below. And if you really want to get into it, I'd encourage you to take a course with the Adirondack Mountain Club, also in the description below. Number 3, you can help prevent the spread of invasive species, both aquatic and terrestrial. To prevent the spread of aquatic invasive species, you want to make sure that you clean, drain, and dry any watercraft, boat, even fishing gear that you're transporting between one water body and another. And in addition to that, in the Adirondacks, we have boat decontamination stations that you can stop at and get a free boat wash with high pressure hot water, which will also remove any of the small-bodied invasive species that you might not be able to see. You can also prevent the spread of terrestrial or forest invasive species and forest pests by not transporting firewood into the Adirondacks. There's actually a law in New York State about this, but when you bring firewood from one place to another, you may be bringing forest pests in that firewood, and they can get out of that wood when you get to your campsite and cause problems in our forests here in the Adirondacks. So make sure you buy your firewood locally rather than transporting it with you. Number 4, support local nonprofit organizations. There are a bunch of nonprofit environmental organizations focused on the Adirondacks. So spend some time online checking those different organizations out. I would encourage you to pick 1 or 2 to become a member of or an annual supporter of. And if you can't afford to donate to these organizations, a lot of them have volunteer opportunities as well. And so that's another way that you can give back if you can't afford a membership or an annual gift. But these organizations do great work to protect the Adirondacks, so find ways of supporting them. Number 5, the most fun. Come to the Adirondacks. Get outside, visit these wild lands, whether it be by hiking or canoeing, or whatever your favorite form of recreation is. And while you're here, make sure that you support local businesses, that you shop in the shops that are in the downtown areas, you're visiting local restaurants and breweries, supporting local farms. All of these things help to support the communities in the park, and the better off these communities are, the more sustainable and vibrant they are, the more they support the protection of the wildlands surrounding them in the Adirondacks. So I hope that you can get outside today and enjoy, or this weekend, and enjoy Earth Day. We live on a really beautiful planet, and it's important to get outside and remind ourselves of that every now and then, or as often as possible. And maybe you'll be out planting trees or picking up trash, or even just go to a local park or preserve and go for a hike or sit quietly on the edge of a stream. Whatever you do, I hope you have fun, and I'll see you next time.